G, you going crazy.
Tonight we going live, tonight we going live, tonight we going live with broken tradition. Tonight we going live, tonight we going live, tonight we going live with broken tradition. Tonight we going live, tonight we going live, tonight we going live with broken tradition. Tonight we going live, tonight we going live, tonight we going live with broken tradition. Tonight we going live, tonight we going live, tonight we going live with broken tradition. Tonight we going live, tonight we going live, tonight we going live with broken tradition. Tonight we going live, tonight we going live, tonight we going live with broken tradition. Tonight we going live, tonight we going live, tonight we going live with broken tradition. Tonight we going live, tonight we going live, tonight we going live with broken tradition. Tonight we going live, tonight we going live, tonight we going live with broken tradition. Tonight we going live, tonight we going live, tonight we going live with broken tradition. Tonight we going live, tonight we going live, tonight we going live with broken tradition. Tonight we going live, tonight we going live, tonight we going live with broken tradition. Tonight we going live, tonight we going live, tonight we going live with broken tradition. Tonight we going live, tonight we going live, tonight we going live with broken tradition. Tonight we going live, tonight we going live, tonight we going live with broken tradition. Tonight we going live, tonight we going live, tonight we going live with broken tradition. Tonight we going live.
Yo, what's good, everybody? Peace. Welcome to Live with Broken Traditions, the Broken Traditions podcast with Leron Gaskins, aka Big Ellie.
They call me Big Ellie.
And tonight we're gonna have an interesting conversation about Lizzo, right? Lizzo posted a video, and I want to tie in Lizzo's video into social media, right? Let me see who's in the chat. I see people coming in the chat. Shout out to Unstructured Thoughts. That's my big brother Mont. Shout out to Kofa. It's my brother from another mother. And also the Broken Traditions intro, the song, performed by Jamari Cash Out. And today is Jamari's 21st birthday. So shout out to Jamari Cash Out. BT bomb for Jamari. Shout out to Jamari Cash Out. Today's his birthday. He's out in Vegas right now with his mom. They doing it big and they having a good time, man. So I hit him up. I called him early, like, yo, happy birthday. He was like, yo, dad, it's early over here. I'm like, yeah, no, it's a 3-hour difference, but, you know, it is what it is, right? So shout out to Jamari Cash Out. Appreciate you guys. I see you guys saying happy birthday in the chat. I appreciate you guys. And also, shout out to you guys watching this as a replay, either here on Broken Traditions on Broken Traditions on YouTube or Broken Traditions on Spotify. Shout out to you guys watching the replay, right? So today we're going to have a conversation about Lizzo's video, right? Not sure if you guys came across the video or not, but I came across the video of Lizzo speaking about her social media. And I want to put it to the perspective of the everyday people that is on social media and how this could definitely do some damage to you as a person if this is happening to somebody like Lizzo. And the algorithm, how the algorithm is not showing you things that maybe you want to be in tune with, right? I know a lot of people, also, I just want to say this too real quick. And I'm going to tie it in with social media. I know a lot of people are talking about the assassination of Charlie Kirk. You know, rest in peace to Charlie Kirk. You know, my condolences go out to his family, to his loved ones. But I just want to touch on this real quick. And I did a video about Charlie Kirk and social media on my Patreon and my membership on YouTube for the Tradition Breakers. You guys want to check it out, you can become a member. You can become a member for free for the first month and check out the exclusive content. But the video with Charlie Kirk, the shooting of Charlie Kirk, right? From a social media aspect of it, of a content is king aspect of it, I want you guys to put this in proper perspective. And I didn't say this on a members only video. Somebody had a video of Charlie Kirk getting shot. That was the moment that took his life and uploaded to the internet without any concern of his wife, of his children, of his parents. This man was only 31 years old. And you put out the moment that he got shot and put it on the internet just for content we have a real problem when it comes to content and overconsumption of content and putting out people, tragic moments just for your impressions, just for your engagement. It's a real problem. And I don't know, I might do another video behind the for the tradition breakers to talk about that, but it definitely is a real problem. It's a real problem. And it was going on 18. It's a real problem. But let me get to this Lizzo situation, right? So Lizzo posted a video on her TikTok speaking about her reach, her engagement, how she's not able to reach out to her fans on her social media, and how people who are major artists are now struggling to reach out to their fans, and how it's a real problem. So let me get to this video with Lizzo real quick. Let me put some music on too. I feel like I'm in silence. Get some music going on, man. I should have had that going on, but I want to get that out there real quick. So this is a video of Lizzo. My bad for this little blur part. When I edited it, I forgot to pull it back a bit, but we're gonna get it fixed when I hit play. And let me know in the comments if you guys can hit a video. Press 1 in the comments to let me know you guys can hit a video. I appreciate you guys for helping me out with the live stream. Let's go.
Now that we are in the digital streaming age, there is no control over the algorithm, and it is stressing people the fuck out, myself included. Every major artist besides Beyonce has dropped music this year, or is planning to drop music this year, or has featured on somebody's record this year. I dropped a mixtape over the summer. I had SZA and Doja Cat on it, and I just dropped the deluxe to my mixtape today. And yet there are still people who don't even know I dropped music. Every major artist from Lady Gaga to Drake has dropped albums this year, and yet everyone is saying there's no song of the summer. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. It's not because the music isn't incredible. It's because the way that the algorithm is set up, no one can serve the masses anymore. Because with this algorithm, just putting your music out 9 times out of 10 is not even going to reach your fan base. Think about the way this TikTok algorithm works. Look how many followers I have. Look how many followers you have. And when you post a video, how many of your followers actually see your video? Not that many, right? Because even though someone is following you, it's not guaranteed that they're going to see you on their FYP. And everyone uses their FYP. And TikTok knows that.
All right, so don't know why it always jumps to that next video, but let me pull up Lizzo's TikTok just to give you guys a proper perspective. But let me know in the comments if you can see the screen with Lizzo's TikTok right here. So this is Lizzo's TikTok, right? Lizzo official TikTok page, and I'm not showing this or sharing this to throw shade at Lizzo and saying like, damn, this is all she getting. I'm showing you guys this because this is what is going on now with social media. Lizzo TikTok, she has 26.2 million followers, right? 26.2 million. Now let's look at the content. This first video, 1.7 million. This next video, 130,000. This next video, 262,000, 322,000, 217, 347,000, 290,000. The video I just shared, 1.6 million. This lady got 26 million followers. That's not even a drop in the bucket of the people who seeing her content. This is a Grammy award-winning artist whose content is not being shared on a platform. I want y'all to put that in proper perspective. And also want y'all to think about, how it is for you when you want to see content, right? I want to share a couple of moments with you guys that happened to me in real life. So one moment, right? Somebody that I know, Monique, rest in peace to Monique. Monique passed away early August. I knew that she was sick. I knew she had, medical issues, and she passed away late August. No, excuse me, early August. I didn't find out until late August. I follow people that know Monique. Monique and I, we have mutual friends. How in the world I had not come across the information of her passing away, and I know people were posting it when I went back and looked at it? I'm like, how I do not see that this happened that long ago? How I'm now seeing somebody that I know that have been in the chat of the live stream, have been in, you know, certain spaces when I'm creating content and comment and stuff like that. Somebody I'm in back and forth engagement with in real life. How I found out almost a month later she passed away. And how social media did not put that into my timeline. Because you could literally follow somebody. You could literally be, you know, intentional of seeing somebody's content or seeing somebody that's in 6 degree separation or, you know, connected with the same person with content, but they will not show it to you because they don't show you content no more. Just like I shared with you Lizzo's page. This lady has 26 million followers and she's hitting videos with 130,000 views. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense at all. Then I give you another example of somebody that I know personally, right? Somebody I know, he was like, yo, you know, I got this business. People not showing love to my business. People not, you know, sharing and people not clicking like. I see them on social media. You know, they always posting stories. They always doing this, that, and the third. And I'm like, what are you talking about? You don't post on social media. I don't see your stuff. And I said, you know what? Let me go back and look at his content. Let me go back and look at what it is that he's posting. Let me go to his page. And sure enough, this person was posting 3 times a week, 4 times a week about his business. It never came up on my page. How come I could tell a platform I want to follow this person? I'm interested in this person, but this person's stuff is not coming up for me to see. You deciding what I'm seeing. I'm seeing things of other people. How crazy is that? How come is that is the reality when it comes to social media? How come they decide on what it is that you see? And for the content creator, right? Because you are I'm a content creator. So I speak to other people who are content creators who go through things, who go through, you know, peaks and valleys of viewership. And they're like, yo, I have all these viewers, I have all these subscribers, but I can only get this amount of viewers to see my content. And it does something to you psychologically. You start thinking that they're messing with your content. You start thinking that you're shadow banned. You start thinking that, oh, you know, they not rocking with me. They don't like me. They don't like what I'm doing. You start thinking these things. It's a psychological warfare that you're going through in your head because you see X amount of followers that you have or X amount of subscribers that you have, but then you see your viewership. I mean, this right here with Lizzo, case in point, is a perfect example. 26 million followers, 130,000 views. That is crazy. That is insane. That is insane. And I go through the same thing. I like on my Instagram, I have 45,000 followers, right? I could post a video, it won't hit 300 views. These people decided I want to follow broken traditions. But then the platform, Instagram, is saying I'm not showing those 45,000 people or 45,000 people anything that broken traditions post. Luckily, I understand what this algorithm is doing. I mean, at one point, it was bothering me like, damn, why they not showing my stuff? It was bothering me. It was getting to me at one point. But then once I realized what the algorithm is about, is more about For You pages as opposed to following the people that you following and showing people the content, I understood that. Then after that, I had to get a grip to myself. That's why I start going in the direction I'm going in with the content. That's why I'm starting having these conversations like, yo, I'm now more in tune of talking about, you know, having control of your phone, having control of your algorithm, because it can really take a toll on you on a lot of different things. I see some people that I know who have businesses that were banking on having a decent social media following. And now that decent social media following is not seeing the content to see the business is going on. I'm seeing that happen, and I'm seeing people who invested real money into something just because, hey, I have support right here. These people might support me, but they're not going to rock with me now because it's not being seen. This game right here that is being played with social media, it's scary. It's scary what it's doing to people psychologically. It's scary what it's doing to people who want to be in the know of something that's going on, of a friend. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day when social media started, what did we did? We followed people just to keep up with people, right? That was our way of keeping up with people. Like, yo, let me see what this person got going on. Oh man, this person took a vacation. This person on a cruise. This is so nice to see. You like the picture, you engage with the person. Now you don't even see that person no more. You don't see that person no more. And the crazy part about it, with social media, you got so accustomed to not checking in with people in real life, just checking in with people on social media. You don't even see that person no more. You have no type of engagement because you're not checking in with nobody in real life. Because the way that you used to check in was under a post. Now those posts are no longer being seen by you because of the algorithm. You see what's going on? Let me get to this comment from Kofa real quick. And this is a fact. Nothing in this space is guaranteed. Nothing in this space is guaranteed. In this social media space, nothing is guaranteed. Nothing at all. And what I noticed, and when I am somebody who studies, if I'm into something, I'm into studying, the reverse engineering of it. And what I started to notice was how on social media, it wasn't about subscribers no more. On social media, it's not about followers no more. Like, I'm gonna go right back to this. Look at the amount of followers Lizzo has, and look at the amount of views that she's getting. It's not about that no more. You could build up a following, and it's up to them to show your content. I mean, you could say what you want about Lizzo. You have however you feel about Lizzo, right? And I'm using Lizzo as an example because Lizzo was the one that shared the video talking about it. However you feel about Lizzo, Lizzo is still a Grammy Award-winning artist. Still a Grammy Award-winning artist who is getting 130,000 views on videos with 26 million followers. The math is not mathing. And if this is happening to Lizzo, imagine how it is for you. Imagine how it is for, person A who's selling, candles. Person A who's selling bracelets, who's selling cigars, who's selling t-shirts, who's selling mugs, who's selling a book. Imagine it how it is for you that you are here posting your content. You are here posting your business and nobody sees nothing that you're doing. This is why we really got to get a grip and get back to reality. We have to get a grip and get back to reality. They are blocking people content for whatever reason. They don't want things to be seen for whatever reason. And I think a lot of people who are in the content creation space don't even realize that's what's going on. They don't realize it. They don't realize it's about the For You page. They don't realize it's about, just keeping you on social media, and they're gonna curate something that they think that's gonna keep you addicted. You're not seeing your friends no more. You're not seeing your family no more. Like, it was so bad. I had to literally, I told Kofa this, and Kofa could attest to this in the comments. I told Kofa, I didn't see nothing he posted. I know Kofa was posting. I didn't see it. I had to go to Kofa's page, hit a feature on Instagram that says, star his content so I could see the stuff that he's posting. And I had to do that with a number of people. I had to do that with my own son. I'm not even seeing what I wasn't even seeing what my son was posting, let alone anybody else seeing posting. And I'm like, why is it like this? Why is this the solution? What's going on, Mona D? Why is this a thing? And matter of fact, Mona D's in the chat real quick. I'm going to say this about Mona D. Because somebody said, yo, is Mona D still posting? I said, yeah, she's still posting content. They were like, I don't see it. But I said, I see it. So I'm following Mona D. Somebody else is following Mona D. I'm seeing her stuff, but somebody else is not. But we both decided to make the commitment to follow Mona D as a content creator. We made the commitment to follow her, but they're not showing us her content. If I saw a video that she posted, if I'm engaged, matter of fact, I'm not sure if I'm still or not. I know that she has some issues with the monetization. Mona, you could talk about that yourself. But I was once a member of Mona D's content. So if I'm that supportive of the content, show me the content. Another person that I had this with, it was Osiris, right? I didn't even know Osiris changed his name on social media. And I came across a video. I'm like, who is this? I clicked it. I'm like, it's Osiris. And I'm like, I'm a member of Osiris' channel. I'm a member of his channel, but I don't see his stuff. I'm literally paying money out of my pocket to be a member to support his content, but I don't see his stuff. Same thing with Drew Titan. Same thing with Blue Blood Sports TV. Same thing with Kofa. Same thing with, like I said, Mona D. Same thing with Theo, the Do Better podcast. These people I talk to in real life, I'm not seeing their stuff. How come y'all doing that? Okay, that's good. That's good to hear. What's up with my bombs, yo? There we go. Oh, I like this comment right here. Hold up. Kofa said, I think the promo pages are playing a big factor. The promo, they promo and put out so-and-so is going viral for XYZ. They're telling us the person is viral before they are viral, if they even go viral. That's the fact. And that was something that, shout out to Shay from the No Spoon podcast. He don't do the No Spoon podcast no more. And Shay's a big influence on my social media creation and my whole atmosphere with me creating social media. But Shay said that to me a few years ago. He was like, you ever realize that something's going viral and you know there's a machine behind it to make you think it's going viral? And I'm like, wait, what? And he started breaking it down to me. I'm like, you're right. You're right. It is something that's happening in real time. You're right. Shout out to Shay for that. And also shout out to Kofa for putting that in the comments. So I didn't want to say Kofa's name, but yes, Mona D, that was me asking BT. I hadn't seen your stuff in weeks, and I asked him that. Yep, it was Kofa. He said, I don't see Mona D no more. What happened to Mona D? I'm like, what? Mona D's posting. I said, not only is she posting, some of her content it's on fire. I'm like, Mona D is doing her thing. I'm proud of Mona D. He was like, I didn't even know she was still posting. But yep, Mona D right here. Yes, Kofa is based on topics they want to push individually, not channels. It's not based on channels. It's not based on subscribers. Like I said right here with Lizzo. This lady got 26 million followers, and some of her videos not even breaking 500,000. That is a crazy amount of money that is not being, excuse me. I said money because of Jocelyn. Shout out to Kofa for the super chat. But that's a crazy amount of followers. And for those people who said consciously, I want to follow Lizzo, maybe because I like her music, maybe because I like her personality, maybe it's a bot. And how many, out of that 26 million, how many think are bots? How many think it's just a fluffed up number? That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense at all. Doesn't make sense. And let me get to the super chat from Kofa, man. I appreciate you, Kofa, in the super chat. Kofa said, I've seen some super whack music that was supposed to be viral that I never heard of. I ain't gonna lie. I have seen some music that was viral. Kofa, your man that you love to send me videos of, he's viral. He's viral. You know what I'm saying? And also, I'm gonna do an episode on the Broken Traditions podcast. I might do a live stream about, going viral, like how viral is such a thing that people love to speak about, right? But tonight, I just wanted to have this conversation with you guys about this video Lizzo put out and how it could affect people in real life, because I've seen people put real money in behind a business banking on, I got this amount of followers. And if you guys want to break away from the digital incarceration, you want to break away from your cell, right? I call it a cell. The digital incarceration is so ironic. It's called a cell phone. So if you guys want to break away from that, you guys want to be intentional on not being part of the digital incarceration and you need help, download my workbook. Boom. There we go right there in the comments. That's my workbook. My workbook is called the digital release. I'm sorry, I got so much on my mind. It's called the digital release. You can download my workbook. If you guys are watching the replay, I'll put it in the pinned comments. Or if you guys are watching this on Spotify, I'll put it in the show notes. But yes, download my workbook, the digital release, Escaping the Digital Incarceration. It's free. You can download it. And once you download it, you can use it to your advantage. I definitely would suggest it if you want to get out of this rat race. Because what's going on with Lizzo is crazy. And what's going on with you in the social media space is crazy. They don't care about your followers, but you do. And people want to support you and follow you, but they don't see what you're doing. And that is the issue with social media right now. I appreciate y'all. All right, man. Till next time. Peace. Real rap. Whoa, hold on. Let me see something real quick. Mona D said, Kofa, I thought I was shadow man because my videos usually average 3,000 views. I have videos that my subs don't even see, don't see even when they know their topics they like. I mean, this space that we're in as digital creators, this space that we're in as digital consumers, it's not for us anymore. It's not for us. It's now for the businesses. It's now for the data mining. It's now for us to stay on these social media apps and consume all this data, because these apps, all right, have a good night, 18. These apps are really based on you giving them information, and you could think about something. Think about this next time you on the phone, and I'm gonna close off on this. You could literally think about something on social media. No, you could think about something in your head, and it will pop up in your news feed. I don't know how it's working. I don't know what it's doing, but it will pop up in your news feed when you think about it. Think about that. Appreciate y'all. All right, man. Till next time. Peace again. Real Rap Ron is signing off. All right, later. One.